Hello everyone, it's a bit of a grey and rainy day outside today, but we've got a really exciting parcel coming today. We're not sure when, it's just meant to arrive before 8. But yeah, we've got a little wildlife pond coming. We live in a rented house with like a small terrace garden, so it's not going to be a huge pond. We've just got one of those cute little barrel ponds, but it comes with all the plants and everything. We're not expecting like newts or frogs to go into it because they can't get into the garden, but apparently it's still really good for wildlife like dragonflies and stuff. And we're just going to pop out today and get some pebbles for it. But hopefully it doesn't arrive too late because I want to show you us setting it up. It's meant to arrive before 8 p.m. But yeah, I'll show you when it arrives, I'll show you what comes with it and us setting it up in the garden, and hopefully the birds enjoy it and it adds a bit of personality to that. The pond's finally here, the pond's arrived. I filmed the intro at like 9 or 10 o'clock this morning and it's now 6:45 in the evening and the pond has just arrived. I didn't think it was going to come because it was Royal Mail and it's a Saturday, but it's here, so I'll just show you. Oh, yeah, the pond's arrived. I'll just unbox it. Yeah, my mum's out at the moment, and she's got the pebbles in her car, but we've got some stones here, so I'm going to wash them, and then I'll start putting the pond together. I think the question is, though, will I get it set up before dark? Because what time did I say it was? It's 7 o'clock now, so I've probably got about half an hour or 45 minutes to get it filled up, but I have got to fill it up with a watering can because I'm going to use the water butt, like the rainwater from the water butt. So yeah, wish me luck. So I confidently decided to set up the pond by myself. My mum was like, it's probably really self-explanatory. It was not, there was no instructions, so I had to get a little video up on my phone to try and figure it out. But basically, I think the actual pond itself is from Thompson & Morgan, and then all of the plants and the soil and stuff are from a company called like Lincolnshire Pond Plants, I believe. But you can get them as kits on Amazon and eBay and stuff like that. So it came with a few flowers. It came with monkey flower, which is a marginal plant with yellow flowers. Water plantain, which also produces flowers for pollinators. I think it's another marginal plant. Water celery, which is meant to help clean the water. Water lily, which provides shade and apparently reduces algae and just has those cute little lily pads. And then we also ordered an extra plant, which is, I think it's waterweed, which is meant to help clean the water. One of the disadvantages I would say with this kit is it only came with one water planting basket, and a lot of these plants actually like to be at different levels. Like the marginal plants apparently just need a little bit of water, like just submerged. You don't want them quite deep in the water, but because there's only one planting basket, there's not really much you can do. So it would have been better to have like individual little planting baskets for each plant. But we made do. We ended up just propping up the basket to a level where hopefully all the plants would be happy. But it didn't really explain that in the instructions, so more instructions and separate planting baskets probably would have been a bit better, but I like the fact that it all came together and it was quite easy to set up. But yeah, I said at the start, but we do have a rented house and a small terrace garden. It's also quite shaded because we have bamboo, which was there when we moved in, and a tree as well. The bamboo I'll explain in another video, but I ended up having to rip up all the garden, cut all the bamboo roots and install quite expensive bamboo like barrier or bamboo membrane to stop the bamboo spreading. So I actually quite like the bamboo because it provides privacy and the birds really like it actually, but it's definitely worth taking the time to install bamboo membrane just to stop the bamboo from actually spreading and keeping it in a contained area. So yeah, it was there when we moved in, but we've managed to sort of keep it to that side of the garden so it doesn't spread. But anyway, definitely recommend even a tiny pond like this. Like we have a terrace garden and it's rented, it's really small, so you wouldn't be able to fit like a massive pond. But apparently it's still one of the best things you can do for your garden and for wildlife. It gives birds and insects somewhere to cool down, drink and bathe. And you might attract things like hoverflies and dragonflies. And apparently hoverflies are actually like the second biggest pollinator after bees. And I think we all love bumblebees in the UK, but we don't really think of hoverflies. So yeah, we definitely want to attract those as well. But it also adds a little bit of beauty to your garden, I think. We have another little bird bath as well that has a solar panelled like water trickler, which is quite cute. But it just makes your garden feel a bit more peaceful and a bit more serene. But yes, I definitely recommend, but you can buy all the bits separately, and if you are going to, try and get the separate planting baskets. So yeah, so hopefully I did that right, but I've added these plants, that, which will be cute. This one has little white flowers, and this one. And then I just added the potting soil, the plants, and then the little gravel stones on top that I washed, and now I'm going to fill it up with water. So yeah, we've picked a little spot that seems to get sun through the day, not loads of sun, sadly, but yeah, here it is before adding the water, and there's the plants. Just gonna add the water now. So we filled up the pond with rainwater collected from the water butt, but if you don't have this, just use tap water. You just need to let it sit for about 48 hours to let the chlorine evaporate off, ideally in watering cans and buckets just so it doesn't mix with the plants first, but worst case just whack it in the pond and just leave it for 48 hours and the chlorine will evaporate. But this little watering can's pretty cute. It was about £8 from Lidl. So yeah, there it is, guys, a bit anticlimactic. I think I've seen the videos of when they're a bit more developed, so I think I was expecting a bit more. But I think I poured the water a bit aggressively and it stirred up some of the potting mix. But once that settles and the water's a bit clear, and then I'm sure in a few weeks or a month or so, the flowers will hopefully start to bloom. And this little pond will look really cute, and hopefully the birds and everyone and all the insects enjoy it. So we actually redid the pond the next day. The water was still quite murky and dirty and we needed to add the pebbles anyway. So we emptied the water, added the pebbles as a little escape route for any visitors that we might have, and then propped up the little flower basket to a level where all of the plants might be a little bit happier. But it definitely made a difference. The water's looking a lot clearer, a lot cleaner and a lot brighter, and hopefully it doesn't take too long for the flowers to bloom. I can't wait to see what it looks like later in summer. But hopefully the birds and the wildlife enjoy it. We added a little stick at the top as a landing perch for any birds. But here's our little house sparrows. Later on that day we did actually have one of the house sparrows visit the pond, and hopefully we get more through the summer. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it encourages you to add any little pond or water to your garden, no matter how big or small. But if you want to watch more videos like this, please subscribe, it makes all the difference. But thanks for watching anyway. Bye!